And good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner here on the Highliner Activity Network. And today we're going to start off with the activity part, not the athletic part of Coach's Corner. We're going to be talking one-act play, of course, new this year here at Valley City. Kyla Fitch is joining us, the director,
yes.
and kind of den mother for the one-act play group.
Yes.
How has it been now? This is, again, we've talked about this is a new adventure for Valley City with the one-act play. What kind of a year has it been for you?
It's been exciting. The kids are amazing, as always. They've done a great job. It's been stressful for me. I don't want anything to go wrong because of me. I don't want to forget to submit the cast list or use water on stage. We've learned that's a big no-no. We don't want to get disqualified because of something I've decided or I've done.
Right.
So stressful for me, except for when we're at rehearsals. Then that's my happy place, and I always tell them that. They're one of the happy parts of my day, and they've just worked so hard. It's incredible to see the progress they've made, and they're ready.
We were talking about the learning curve. There's a lot of rules and regulations for this, isn't there?
Yes, there's a lot. And being the first, well, I've done one act one other time,
Okay.
and that was the fall of 1998. So it doesn't really register. I'm not sure that any of the rules are the same,
Right.
but there was a lot of learning. I had some others read the rule book as well, just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. And a lot of little things, don't want to damage stage or curtains, and so you can't use certain things. And so we've been very careful in our choices, just to make sure we're following all the rules.
Is there a list of one-act plays? Do you come up with, how do you select what you're going to do?
Yeah, so for Class B, so we're in Class B this year, and so the Class B rule for time limit is under 40. If you
Okay.
go over 40 minutes, you're disqualified.
Wow.
So that was stressful. We're there. We're finally there. But you get to choose. You choose. They do suggest a few different production companies to maybe choose from, but essentially it's just wide open, and you hope that you don't necessarily choose something that someone else does, or
Right.
maybe you do. I
Right.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't think anyone else is doing the same show as us.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. We have 4 other teams that we'll compete against. And so I guess we'll find out then.
Now, you speak and compete. We got regionals 1 week from today,
From yesterday.
or yesterday on the 12th.
Yes.
And where's that going to be at?
In Jamestown, at the University of Jamestown
Okay.
Theater.
Okay. And I know, like I said, you're Class B, so this is regional. What do you expect, or what do you do at regionals? What kind of is the process that you're doing?
Yeah, so we drew the lucky straw and got the first
Okay.
performance of the day. So I'm saying that it's lucky. We just need everyone not to oversleep. So we'll leave here at 6:45 next Wednesday morning, and we compete at 8:30. So
Okay.
we will do our performance start to finish. We get to hear from the judges, hear some feedback on our performance, and then we get to kick back and watch the other 4,
Okay.
which is going to be really fun and a really good learning experience for the kids. We get to bring our own tech crew, stage crew, all of our own things, which is was one of the more stressful parts in picking the show. You have 30 minutes to unload your vehicle with all of your costume sets,
Oh, wow.
props, everything. You have another 20 minutes to kind of get organized. You've got 20 minutes to set up your stage. There's not a lot of time, so you have to be very careful. So I picked a show that the entire set consists of 2 folding chairs. So we will be
Oh,
good.
You should be ready to go in
We
20
will.
minutes.
We will. So that helped with that stressor.
Do you dare to divulge what the show is?
Yeah, it's called 2 Chairs and a Lie.
Wow, well, how ironic.
Right? Yeah.
2 folding chairs.
2 folding chairs, 2 chairs and a lie.
What has been the biggest, we've talked about a lot of different things, but what's been the biggest thing for you going from a regular stage production that you've done in plays here to a one-act?
Mostly just trying to keep it moving.
Okay.
To keep it moving so that not only are we under time, but to keep the audience's attention.
Okay.
Without all the sets and the fun things to look at, the attention is on the actors and the actors only. And if the audience is waiting for somebody to enter onto the stage, now they're bored.
Okay.
It doesn't take long, right?
Right.
People's attention spans
Yeah,
are not
exactly.
long. So transitions has been a huge word at our rehearsals, just making those transitions a second or less, and we're moving, and keeping the character development going. They have worked so hard on their characters, and they're hilarious. Of course, I picked a comedy.
Right.
After last spring and how well they did a comedy, I had to do it. A lot of schools will do a more serious drama for competition, but these guys can do it. They're funny, and they can pull it off.
And I think comedy is harder than drama.
Absolutely. I think so too. So I'm hoping we had a special guest come in the other night on Tuesday to kind of give some feedback, some tips, and she said she thought we were ready. So
Okay.
that makes me hopeful. So thank you, Mrs. Jensen.
And then after regionals, we're going to be able to see it here.
Yes, yeah. So then we will open. This will be our fall production, and so we hope everyone will come out and support it.
Okay.
So November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We'll run it at 7 o'clock each night, 4 o'clock as an additional show on that Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, so it'll be a very different fall show experience, but we thought it'd be fun for the community to see exactly how it works, how quick we have to be, how minimal everything is, how the focus really is on the actors, and just show them what one act is all about.
And we'll have you back on again and find out how regionals went, and then we'll talk about that opening night
Yes.
when you come back here in a couple of weeks. That'll be the Thursday before Thanksgiving that
Yes.
we'll have you back on. Well, we've got some of the actors waiting in the wings, as they say. They are off stage, and
Yes.
we're going to have them come on here next. Kyla, thanks very much, and break a leg
Thank
at the
you.
regionals
Yes.
next week.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
That's Kyla Fetch joining us from the One Act Play, director of the One Act Play. We've got some of the actors coming up here as Coach's Corner continues from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here on Coach's Corner here in the Highline Activity Network. Again, we're talking the One Act Play, and they have regionals coming up here next Wednesday, and a couple of the actors are joining us. We have Addie Fetch and Anna McMenamin. Addie, I'll start with you. Your character in Two Chairs and a Lie. Who's your character?
I'm Detective Dennis.
Okay.
So-
Have you played a detective before? Or haven't you?
I've played a police officer.
Police officer, that's what it was. I knew you were law enforcement somewhere, so maybe this is something you're planning on doing in the future.
Maybe.
So watch out for Addison Fetch, the police officer. So what is your role in this? You talk about you're the detective. Kind of what do you do? What's your role in this?
So my job is there's a missing dog, and I'm trying to find it. So I go around and I interview a bunch of different strange suspects and try to find out who took the dog and where it is.
Okay. That's your what kind of dog is it?
A poodle.
It's a poodle.
Yes.
Okay. Do we have a poodle? Do we have a poodle on
There
set? Or
is
do
a
we-
poodle.
Because it's gone, it's probably not going to make an appearance. Anna, what character do you play in this?
I play Betty the boxer.
Excuse me?
I play Betty the boxer.
Benny the boxer. Okay,
Benny.
okay. And what's your role?
I own a boxing gym, and I'm an old lady. I'm an old lady who owns a boxing gym,
Okay.
and our scene with Emily Hoff. She's the other old boxing lady. It's very funny. It's very comedic,
Okay.
but the poodle apparently boxes too. So
The poodle boxes.
The poodle boxes.
Okay, a boxing
So-
poodle. Boy, I'm already knowing this is going to be an interesting play. Now, I'll ask you first, Addie, just the difference between doing a regular play production and doing a one act. What's been the biggest challenges for you?
It's a little more stressful trying to keep everything under time, so you have to move a little faster. There's not as many pauses you can make. Also, you can't make any choices that aren't in the script because that's not allowed.
Right.
So there's no little an extra line or an extra laugh you might add because you have
Okay.
to follow it to a T.
So no improv.
No.
You have got to follow the script. And Anna, how about for you?
I think it's really just not being able to like do any improv or anything like that. It's just kind of like a thing that I think I do a lot in theater is kind of improving like actions or like small little lines in there. So
Right.
it's just been really hard to not do that. And also it's kind of a little bit stressful because everything has to go perfectly on that day. So we don't want anything to be messed up. We don't want anyone to miss their lines or miss their cues. So I think everyone is definitely a little on edge about it, but I think everyone's really excited.
And once you get past the regionals, really, that's what you're more nervous about. You got the regionals, because once you get past that, okay, now we're going to do it for the community, and it's a little less stressful. Addison, I want to ask you, comedy, drama, which one did you prefer? I think I know, but
Probably comedy.
yeah. Any reason why?
It's more fun to do. You're not like, you get to rehearsal and you get to just kind of joke around on stage, and you're not all down in the dumps trying to get into character.
Right.
So it's fun.
So it's easier to get in character if you're doing comedy that is a drama.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think so.
Okay. Anna, how about you?
Definitely comedy. I
Okay.
feel like everything with rehearsals just goes so much more smoothly when we have comedies because a lot of our actors haven't really done dramatic things. So anytime we do anything dramatic, it kind of doesn't go as well as we all think it's going to go. So comedy is definitely my favorite because we have a lot more fun.
And I'm guessing that Kyla probably picked comedy knowing the group that she has are going to be good at it. One last thought. What are you hoping to do here now and next week at the regionals? Do you have any goals kind of set in your mind? Or
I just hope it all goes well.
Yep.
We all have fun, do well as best we can.
And best we can, and just a fun experience, being that and I guess that's another, and I'll ask you this one, being the first ever one-act play here at Valley City, how fun is that?
It's actually really cool considering that I think we have a really good chance of, making it to state and maybe even winning at state.
Okay.
So it's.
I like the confidence.
Don't laugh.
And she's like, well, it's comedy. No, I'm kidding. No.
I just think it's really fun, and I'm really happy to be a part of like the first group at Valley City to do that. And I think that this could be a thing that Valley City High School does for a few more years.
Good. Well, ladies, good luck to you here coming up next week at regionals, and then we'll see you back here in a couple of weeks with the opener here in Valley City. Anna McMenamin, Addison Fetch, two of the ladies in two chairs and a lie. So look for it at a theater coming up here in a couple of weeks here in Valley City. We got Coach's Corner continuing here from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here on Coach's Corner here in the Highlander Activity Network, and coming up here next week, the Region 1 volleyball tournament right here at the Hack. Everything is set. Everybody knows whom they are playing and when they are playing. And we are joined by Coach Cynthia Claybo from the Highlanders. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Been a couple of weeks. You guys ready to get done with
Yes,
this?
we're ready. Yeah, I wish regionals was this week.
Right. It's
Yeah.
like a preseason. You practice for a couple of weeks, and but next Monday we'll get things started. Wapaton will
Yep.
be your opponent here at the Hack. 5:30. You'll be the second match of the day. I guess first off, how has practices been going here for these 2 weeks as you get ready now, knowing postseason is the next step?
Good. Little different, right? Because now we don't have the other girls in the gym, so we can kind of work a little bit more focused on what each individual needs. And we've kind of asked the girls a lot, what do you think we need to work on? Like, what kind of drills should we bring to practice or find, and to help us with those little things that maybe we just need to fine tune a little bit.
Right.
Yep.
I know coaches say it doesn't really matter, but did it matter if you got a day off on Monday and played Tuesday or not?
I'm a little bit of both sides, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to be number one, right? So that way
Yeah.
you know that you're going to be guaranteed at least a play-in match of some sort, right? But then I had a player, this guy was saying, it's actually kind of nice to play the first one just to get like the jitters out and,
Yes.
maybe get that. I mean, otherwise we'd go into that second day without playing for 2 weeks, right? So, yeah, well, hopefully we get to the second day, right?
Yep.
I don't want to count my chicks before they hatch, but I just am confident with these girls. Like they're just great players, and their attitude has been really good this week, and so hopefully we can continue that and stay up no matter if you get a set or not, and because everybody has a job, right?
Right.
So we've talked a lot about that, and hopefully it's sinking in. Yeah.
Have you been fine tuning things now? Because I know you said a little bit of everything needs to be. They need to get better at a little bit of everything.
Right.
Have they been getting that and fine tuning so you feel they're postseason ready, getting ready for Monday?
Yeah, I feel like they are. I know there's always some issues when you run a 5-1. You don't only have one blocker in the front for a little while, so there's that kind of thing going on. But I have so many athletes that it's like we can switch things around and they'll be fine too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And Wahpeton, yes, we know that it's a down year for the Huskies, but still, you're taking it as if you're playing Oak Grove, don't you? That you're playing, you don't matter who's on the other side.
Well, I think they're at Oak Grove and Wahpeton's second set yesterday Tuesday was
Tuesday.
25-21.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
they have a
anything
big
can
blocker
happen.
on the right side. Yep.
Health-wise, everything good right now.
We got one that's struggling a little bit, which
wow.
wasn't telling me about, but hopefully she'll
Yeah.
take these next 2 days off and be back for Monday.
And Beth, are you still practicing? You're not going to take it. You'll rest over the weekend and then get ready to go on Monday.
Yeah, we took yesterday off, all right,
Okay.
so we go Monday, Tuesday, take Wednesday off, and then
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, we're gonna go, and then
Okay.
take the weekend off, yep.
Is it exciting though, Coach, to have the regionals here at home?
Yes, it is. It's a lot more like stressful just because Rob's wondering, okay, what should we do? And,
Yeah.
all this kind of stuff. It's here and we want to make it great to hopefully get it back
Right.
all the time because we do have a great facility. So, yeah, I'm excited.
And being that you are at home, is it going to feel like a regional tournament or not? Because we're here, but it's still a regional tournament. I don't know how to phrase it, but
Yeah.
do you treat it as a regional tournament or as a home match?
I mean, a little bit of both,
Yeah,
right? Because we
yeah.
are home, so you can't get away from that feeling.
Right.
But it's regionals. I mean, there's going to be different things happening during the day. We have a lot of other teams here. I mean, the building's going to be way more busy. Like,
Yeah.
we're not playing the first one, so it's not going to be like coming into the gym empty, right? It's going to be full. There's going to be energy in the gym. Because 4 or 5 play before us, so that's
Yeah.
going to be a good match. So, yeah, it's going to feel different because people are playing before us. So,
Bottom line, this is a good region, and this could be an
It's the-
exciting tournament.
yes, we had that region coaches meeting yesterday, and it's like, we should be going, like, when we play your, like, crossover, we should go to the west and play, not just always 1-2. So we're
Right.
hoping that can maybe change a little bit, rotate. I
Okay.
think basketball's talked about that too, not to always cross over 1-2, because
Sure.
those are probably the strongest
Right.
right now in the state.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a fun 3 days, and it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday for the regional tournament, and then depending on what happens, it might be a play-in match. And again, if there is that state qualifier, that'll be in Jamestown, so not too far away if we get to that point. But first things first, Monday against the Wahpeton Huskies, 5:30 here at the Hack. Coach, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Coach Cynthia Clabo joining us from the Highlander volleyball team. Back to wrap things up here on Coach's Corner from the Hack on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here at Coach's Corner here on the Highline Activity Network, wrapping it up for another week. And again, just recapping, we're going to have the regional one-act play again coming up next Wednesday. And that'll be at the University of Jamestown at their theater. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll have the group back again and talking about the show, how they did at regionals, and that opener. They'll have their opening night on the 20th of November. Volleyball again starting on Monday. 4 o'clock will be the first match, and that's 4 versus 5. And then the Highliners will be at 5:30, and they will be taking on the Wahpeton Huskies. And then there'll be 2 matches on Tuesday and 2 matches again on Thursday, and all that in the Region 1 tournament happening right here at the Hack. Well, that's going to wrap things up. We'll be back again next Thursday with another edition of Coach's Corner. We're getting close to starting to talk winter sports, as the winter sports season is not too far away. But we will be back again next week with another edition of Coach's Corner. Again, my thanks to Becca Ness, our camera operator, technical director, Addison Fetch, Anna McMenamin, and Kyla Fetch from the One Act Play, and Coach Cynthia Clable from Highliner Volleyball. We'll be back again next week. Another Coach's Corner here from the Hack on the Highline Activity Network.